Because when a problem comes, are you the one who solves it, or are you the one who further amplifies it? You have to choose a side on that. Say, when I started out, I started as an aircraft mechanic. I loved that field. I mean, I was crazy about aviation ever since I can remember, ever since I was a child. So when I got to see the first aircraft, it was a grounded Boeing 747. I couldn't stop smiling. Those 4 or 5 months, they were quite tough. And I didn't know about this field that I'm working on right now.
Right.
It was not in my vision. Now this is my passion. I once spent 18, 20 hours a day sometimes working, be able to teach as many people as I can so that they can stand up on their feet. Actually, I would say that I've already gotten so much that I have to give something back. So many people that there are a lot of choices, but the important thing is to make a choice, is to make a decision, things that I do actually make a positive impact. That would be the measure of success for me.
It's my great pleasure to welcome Hamza to the PowerMind channel. A very warm welcome to you, Hamza.
Thank you so much. It's so good to meet you.
We have a fascinating topic together with Hamza. Hamza is going to tell us about his path, his career path, how he actually completely reinvented himself. He is passionate. You actually managed to make it a strength that in the COVID crisis, you had to completely reorient yourself. So for the viewers to get to know you, I'm quickly going to read out your bio, and then we're going to dive in with the questions. Sure. So the first thing I want to say is Hamza is a true PowerMind with a really evolving zeal to learn unexplored territories. Actually, you're learning something completely new at the moment, which is amazing. Yeah. You actually gained initially an education in avionics, and you worked as an aircraft mechanic. That was your original kind of métier, yes. As we say in French, so the profession. Hamza enjoys being a multifaceted entrepreneur. You took a hobby of motorcycle adventure that you found in a tourism company. Are you still working with that company?
Well, no, my brother is now handling that company, and I'm now full-time working on graphics here.
So that's the thing that you're now developing, right? So it's graphic design. So you completely reorganized your career into graphic design. And may I just say to the viewers why I so much promote and support you is because you did the wonderful cover of my book, Achieve Team Flow. And I will link it obviously in the video description. It's really a piece of art, if I may say. It's really beautiful. It turned out really nicely. So the graphic design skill is definitely a talent of yours. And we're going to learn all about that in a minute. But maybe first of all, so that the viewers get to know you better, I have 3 personal questions, and then we're going to go into the questions about your path. So the first one is, who would you say is your most inspiring person, or who are the people that inspire you the most?
Yes, I would definitely have a number of people to name there, because if you say that there's only one person, that that wouldn't be true. But being a Muslim, of course, first and foremost is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because from what I learned from his life is that whatever he did was against the odds. Almost always, it was against the odds. Everybody said that he won't be able to do it, but he did it anyways. And from a different standpoint, from today's world, there are a couple of people. The one I learned from, his name is Imran Ali Dina. He's from Pakistan, Karachi, and he used to be a university teacher, but then he also started a YouTube channel, and now he has taught, I would say, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and many lives have changed because of what he taught on YouTube for free for everyone.
Wow,
so that really inspired me. That really inspired me. That is what the positive impact looks like. This is what you have done to the world.
That is amazing, and that is so helpful, and actually it shows that it's always about just going out there and telling your story. So he actually told his story, and that inspired people so much.
And on top of that, what he did was he started to teach people what he did for a living. So for example, if it's Adobe Illustrator, he started a channel called GFX Mentor. And in that channel, he taught everything he knew about that tool in great detail to everyone. And that in
Great.
turn, it must have brought him so much peace, so much respect. And he always encourages other people to teach others. Then he also said that the way he started graphic designing was he used to work on a very small, I think it was a cycle repair shop or something like that, for a small time job. And there he started to learn about graphic designing by picking up books from scrap, cleaning them up and reading them. That's how he started. And now everybody knows in the whole country and maybe even abroad. So that really inspired me. Then
And
there's
may I just
one more
ask,
person. Yeah, sure.
Sorry to interrupt you. Is this, so the tool you just mentioned, that is the tool also that you then learned? You were inspired by that? Is that the tool that you use to go into graphic design?
Well, that is one of them.
Okay.
Adobe Illustrator. Yeah, Adobe Illustrator is basically an Adobe tool that merely deals with vectors. That is where I started. Then I moved on and learned further tools. But that was what got me into the field of graphic designing. And everything I have,
Right.
I owe it to Mr. Imran.
Oh, that's cool. Great. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. And you were saying you have another inspiring person.
There's one more person. Her name is Elise Sams. She's from the States. And I worked on a book with her. She wrote a book with a team and I laid it out. But what inspired me the most about her, she also had a story, a very inspiring one too. She had some health condition at the beginning. She couldn't put on any weight. I mean, you could see her bones through the skin.
Oh.
The doctor said you wouldn't survive. She somehow got through that. Then she also got hit by a semi truck and many of her bones just broke. She was on bed and her life, I mean, it pretty much looked like her life was going nowhere. But from there, she somehow got in the field of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all that. And now she's a big speaker in that. She's a prominent figure. And she still told me she recovered from those health conditions to some extent. And she gets up at 2 a.m, starts working that time with 2 kids and the husband. So that really inspired me that people would work against the odds around the clock to get what needs to be done. So that really does the thing.
That is wow. That is definitely wow. Yeah, we have to link those channels in, definitely. That is so inspiring. Yeah, I admire that as well, because it means it's never, you know, when you perceive your life as going downhill, it's never like that. In reality, it's not like that. It's what we make out of it. So even if you have a health condition, that's the proof.
Yeah,
definitely.
Of course.
All right. And then next question, do you have any life-changing books or like a book where you say, okay, all the viewers in the world have to know this. This is what really changed my life?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I do design books and work on books, but I'm not a big reader. But I did read that book. It was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's quite a common book and everybody knows it. But that I wouldn't call it a life-changing book, but I would definitely call it how it changed my communication, how to communicate with people from around the world. So again,
cool.
that has contributed quite a lot in how I talk to people that are not from my culture and how to be polite and how to convey your message nicely. Then there's another book by Dr. Jordan Peterson. It's a bestseller right now. It's 12 Rules for Life. Maybe you know about it.
No.
It's very good. Yeah, I'm halfway through it, and this book is just amazing. I think everyone has to read it. It's not just about communication or business or anything. It's just about life.
Oh,
how do you live? How do you interact with people? How do you spend that day? What makes your day meaningful? What makes your life meaningful? That kind of
that's
stuff.
on my reading list.
That is a book. That should be. Now, that is the kind of book, because I haven't read it fully, but when I have, I'm pretty sure that is the book that comes on top when it says it's changed my life.
Oh, great. Thank you very much for that. So definitely on the reading list. Thank you. And then final question to introduce you. What is a tool that you say this is essential for me? I wouldn't want to live without that tool.
Well, from tool, would you consider skills or abilities or mindset as a tool?
Anything, exactly. Because definition of tool is so individual. It can mean, for me, a tool could be my bike.
Right.
Could be anything. But what really, this is also about life, isn't it? It's like what makes your life easier, because tools are supposed to do that. It's supposed to make your life easier, isn't it? A tool, by the, I mean, definition for me.
Okay, so if I were to think of something, I would say that what makes my life easier and my day more organized is a checklist. If I don't have a checklist at the beginning of the day, my day does not go well. If my day does not go well, my week wouldn't, my month wouldn't. So without a checklist, I'm pretty much handicapped.
Okay, I join you in there. I'm also totally, for me, it's my Outlook checklist. Yeah, exactly. If I don't have that, I'm kind of orientationless. Like I'm without orientation. Where should I go? Who should I talk to? What? I know that, yes.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
And
Yeah,
I would
sorry.
like to add one more thing. One more thing I would like there to add there is that with a checklist, with a planner or something, you also have to have a positive mindset as your tool. Because when a problem comes, are you the one who solves it, or are you the one who further amplifies it? You have to choose a side on that. So if you know there are only two sides to a problem, the person who is solving it, the person who is not solving it, choose your
Great.
side. That is your tool.
Oh, that's a nice one. Thank you for that. I'm gonna talk with that sentence to my daughter later. It's a great one, also for children education. Perfect. Okay, now diving into your great path. Can you tell the viewers a bit about what are you creating actually at the moment, and what is your mission? What is kind of your new mission?
Right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working on layout and design of book interiors. So if people publish books, those books need to be laid out professionally and need to be print ready or for ebook Kindle. That is what I work on. My mission, however, is to, my mission relates to a lot of things. As you may know that Pakistan is going through a bad time right now. So we do not have many exports in this country. We are importing more than we are exporting. So what I wanted to do was contribute in some way that can help my countrymen and the world too. The people that I offer my services, that would be their help. And it will help my country because I am straight up exporting things and bringing business from the world towards Pakistan. These are two things. Now, the third thing that I'm still working on, my mission, is to teach others, is to follow the path of Mr. Imran, what he did. Because what I have learned, it's not a very common thing on YouTube, and you can't get content that is free to learn it or be in design. What I want to do is I want to be able to teach as many people as I can so that they can stand up on their feet and maybe continue the path.
That's great. Yeah, the knowledge sharing thing. And that is also, do you have that as well? That is so passionate, because then you have a give back from that. When you share with others and teach them, you get immediately something back, because it's kind of this joy of seeing the other one achieving something with it, isn't it?
Of course. Actually, I would say that I've already gotten so much that I have to give something back. So many people have helped me. They wouldn't even know me. I mean, if somebody created a YouTube channel and posted a video that would help someone, he basically helped me. Then there are people who directly came to me, helped me, spent their hours with me, taught me things. So there has to be something that I have to do about it.
Yes, absolutely. It's like, it's give and take, and it's this community spirit, right? And it's so much amplified through the new technologies that we now have and can use. Even us that we can meet in this circumstance, it's great. It wouldn't have been possible maybe 10 years ago. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
So we should use these possibilities, shouldn't we? It's great. Okay, and then how do you kind of say, do you have any measure of success where you say, okay, that was successful for me? Or do you think in those terms?
Yes, I would say that the measure of success would be for me that I would spend my time at places where it is spent meaningful. If I can make my time meaningful, and if I can organize my day such that things that I do actually make a positive impact, that would be the measure of success for me. Now, people sometimes correlate money with success. I would say that if you earn so much money that you can't get off, and that you cannot spend your time anywhere else where it needs to be spent. You can't spend time with your family. You can't take care of people who are dependent on you, and you can't repay your debt to the society. Then that is not success for me. For me, it is that, I mean, of course, it has to be some monetary amount, but then the meaning in life, that if I can find that, yes, that would be success for me.
Oh, great. Yeah, exactly. Because we all take this time that we have been given for granted. So we should use that time for something that at least makes us feel, wow, we have, contributed something. I totally agree.
Yes, and I must apologize for the bad way I put it in words, because English, again, is not my first language. So
no problem at all. Here. It's perfect. It's perfect. So, and then the next one is, so on the flip side of that, if you have difficult situations, how do you then, what is a hack for you in your life? How do you then get yourself out of that difficult situation? Because obviously we all have that. We have these meaningful days where we feel great and oh yeah, great, it's going in the right direction. And then we have those days where nothing is happening or where it's not going like we, and then what would you say is your tip or hack that you use to get yourself out of that? And then the negative thoughts come, right? Out of that negativity.
Well, for that, I must say that I am really very blessed, because I have 3 elder brothers, all settled in their places. If I am stuck somewhere, then from a religious point of view in Islam, what we say is you have to do mashwara. Mashwara means that you have to consult with people that you trust, and then take their opinion, and then through that opinion, make your decision. That way, the decision that you make is educated. It has the experience of different people poured into it. That way you can make a better decision. Then there's one more thing that's called, again, from a religious point of view, it's called istikhara. It's same opinion but it's with Allah. So that also works. But from a subjective point of view, you would say that what gets me out of problematic situations? Again, as I said earlier, there are only 2 sides to a problem. Either you're solving it or you're not solving it. So you have to ask yourself, what am I doing right now? Okay, I'm stressed out. There's this problem, but this is looking very big. Okay, so what do we do about it? It's a big problem. I can't solve it all at once. What you have to do is break that problem down into chunks. I'm going to give you an example for that. A few days back, my business is just starting out. We are only 5 people at the moment. 3 are in-house, 2 are working virtually with us. So I realized that my business is not doing as well as it should. We sat around and we tried to identify what the problem is. People gave their opinions, and we identified that people are not being able to meet their deadlines. Okay, so we have a time problem. How do we solve that? When we talked it through, do you know what it all came down to? We have to get a notebook and a pen. That is what it all boiled down to. We realized that we have been so busy that all our books have been filled out, and we have no place to write our tasks down physically.
Okay, yeah.
That is what it boiled down to. What I did was I just went to the market, got a whiteboard and some notebooks, of course, got a whiteboard, some markers. Yes, hanged it right in front of the people and wrote the tasks down there. And things have been more organized from there on.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you made it visible for the tasks of all of your team, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of, do you have a common place where you work together, like where you all come together for meetings?
Yes, we do. We have just started it. It's only been about 3 months now. And right. 3 of us are sitting here working together in one place. The other 2, they are from different cities, so they have to work with us virtually.
Okay. So are you this whiteboard now? Where is it? Is it in that 3 people room?
Right now?
Yeah. I mean, where
yes,
did you put the whiteboard? Because it helps you to visualize. It helps you to visualize. Did you put it just in the physical room, or do you want to also digitize it?
No. I mean, I do like digitizing things. I work on a business that is digital in nature, but nothing can replace what's on the physics. So I put it on the wall behind me. I took it down for the interview.
Right. Okay, so it's in your workspace, because I just want to underline and confirm what you say, because for me at work as well with my team, we have the same thing, and we need to have something where we just also take drafts or kind of rearrange things and then say, no, that's rubbish, put that away, do that differently. And then the way we visualize it is also, we have little, what is it called, cards and little post-it notes that we rearrange our tasks for the week. And then we see, oh my God, you have so many things and I have only 5. Can you give me some of yours? And next week you take some of my tasks. We really do it like that as well. So, and it really helps.
Yes, that what that says is that you cooperate with your team. You work together as a team and not just individuals sitting at a place. This is, I think, what it's all really about.
Yeah. And it also, what I experienced, it then depends also on the individual dynamic of your team. It depends on the personalities of the team. So not every tool will work for every team, but like this thing of visualizing, there seems to be some magic that seems to be almost generic about it. That as soon as it becomes visual, the work, then people start to cooperate better because they see what is actually the, you know, as you said, the huge mountain that is being divided up into little chunks.
Yes, then everybody can take one of those chunks and then work on it.
Voila. Thank you. Okay. And then what is your kind of outlook on life? What are those things that you're really grateful for?
Well, that list is long. First of all, I'm really, really, really grateful for a wonderful family that I have. I mean, I must say, brothers and sisters, that is very, very valuable to me. I have seen that there is simply no alternative to a good family. When you get old and you lose the health that you once had and you lose the friends that you once had, then what's left back there is a good family. So that is what I cherish the most. And that is what I want to earn, really, because you have to earn your family. You have to earn their trust and their all the efforts they put in. They would put in anyways because you're family, but you have to earn it. That is the what's you say that the between the lines thing. So that's the thing that I'm most grateful for. Then, of course, I'm really blessed that I somehow met people who helped me develop a positive mindset towards things, towards solving things. Because, as you say, when I started out, I started as an aircraft mechanic. I loved that field. I mean, I was crazy about aviation ever since I can remember, ever since I was a child. So when I got to see the first aircraft, it was a grounded Boeing 747. I couldn't stop smiling. I was almost running around on the tarmac. And no, I can't really. It still gives me goosebumps.
So this is one of your true passions, right? Aircraft.
Oh, yes, it was.
Wow.
And then I got to work on the aircrafts. I mean, I got to see places in an aircraft that nobody, even pilots, couldn't see. So I spent a lot of time on aircrafts.
It means you can actually repair the whole the engine, I guess. What does an aircraft mechanic do?
An aircraft mechanic is supposed to be doing that. But I was in avionics. That's
right.
Aviation electronics, not aerospace. So avionics is basically, as I said, aviation electronics. So we trained on the electronic side of the aircraft, how the computers work and all that stuff. But the thing is, when COVID hit, my training period ended. And before I even landed, all of this that I'm talking about is basically the training period. And this is what I was preparing for. But when I finished my training, I was, there were only 2 people who cleared the course. One was other guy and the other one was me, out of 20 people. So I was quite excited about it. But what happened was when COVID hit, we couldn't land any good jobs. And that really broke my heart. Those 4 or 5 months, they were quite tough. And I saw many people around me. Yeah, I saw many friends around me. They're getting their jobs, going abroad, living a good life. And that put me, quite in a good pressure. But then Mr. Imran Alidina, thanks to him, a friend of mine referred this channel to me. Things started out that way. And then I decided, yes, aviation is good, but this COVID is not going away anytime soon. And I have to do something about it. I can't wait until it goes away. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know what will happen. I have to do something that is right now. And then this happened. And now that this has happened, I have decided that now I'm probably going to follow this field for as long as it takes, and not
that
going
is
back to aviation
amazing.
anymore.
Because you entered in a complete different sphere, and you can always go back if you want at some point of your life, right? You could always go back to your initial passion if you want, or maybe find a way of combining it. You never know what the future holds, you know?
There is one more thing to it. I didn't know about this field that I'm working on right now.
Right.
It was not in my vision. Now this is my passion. I once spend 18, 20 hours a day sometimes working.
Wow.
So I really love it. I love working on it. And I'm probably going to keep on doing this. I've had my time with aviation. It was good, but it's gone now.
Right.
Now let's
Okay.
look to the future.
And this is the confirmation also that we as people, we change during our life. I mean, our personality is obviously grounded in something, but then as you just described, your path has also brought about some change in you because you found a new passion through that process, which is...
What I would like to suggest to people that are in difficult situations is that there are things that you can do that everybody tells you, yes, you should do this, do that. There are a lot of choices, but the important thing is to make a choice, is to make a decision. Again, if not making a decision is also a decision. So you have to sometimes trust your gut feeling. You have to sometimes take a leap of faith. But this should not be confused with taking a leap of faith always. You have to take an educated leap of faith, if I would say this in better words. You have to know what's good, what's not good, what can be done, what cannot be done. What would be the circumstances, or should I say, what would be the outcome of this? You have to calculate these things, but then you also have to do it. If you just keep on calculating, if you just keep on talking to people, if you just keep on being afraid, then that fear is not going to let you move. It's going to weigh you down so much that you won't be able to do anything. So the important thing to do is do it.
The first little step, right? That is the courageous one.
You have to take it. And who knows, it would take you down a path that is much, much easier or much more wonderful, if not easier. That is much more wonderful and much more meaningful than you thought. That it would completely engulf you in its meaning. I'm repeating this word a lot, but that is what's, it attracts me. So maybe you'll find something wonderful there. You have to take that step. You have to try things. You have to try things. The world has a lot to offer you. Don't be afraid to ask for it. Then there's one more thing that is important. There's determination. Sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes days go in and out, and the outcome that you were expecting in a month has not come in 6 months. And you're saying, no, this isn't working. But know that this is the great filter, where the 80% gets filter out, 20% go through. Then those 20% go further ahead, spend 6 more months, 8 more months, year, 2 year, 3 year. Then another filter comes. No, my business is not doing as well as I could. My job is not going so well. My marriage, my life, whatever. It's not going as well as it should, and you give up. That is the second filter. You have to go through that filter. If you say that those are the people in top 1% of the world, how did they get there? Were they born in that 1%, or did they go through a path, through a process? But that's the thing. You have to be determined, and you have to know that you are going through a filter right now. Which side of the filter do you want to be on? That's your choice.
Thank you. Yeah, that is so powerful. Exactly. And not, so those filters, as you say, those setbacks, let them not discourage you, because it always seems so discouraging. And that is the thing, what you say, determination, right? It's this thing, no, I will continue and just go one step after the other. That is so important.
Yes.
And can you just, as a final question, I would like to ask you, like, what would you recommend to somebody who is in a similar situation like you, maybe some years ago, and who would like to start something different, but actually is afraid of that first step that you just outlined, that step that actually where you just start doing? What was when you did that, when you kind of did your first graphic design, for example, what was your motivation or your state of mind when you did that?
Right. So again, we are just people talking to each other. We are ordinary people. We are not those superstar kind of people. What I would say is, it can be done. Just bear that in your mind. Now, all right, how would I do it? I don't know about this thing. This is an idea that I like, but I don't know the first thing about it. Okay, so what you can do is, you must know some people who are good at it, who have been doing it, or maybe they're not good at it, but at least they have been doing it. You could talk to those people. And I'm surprised by how genuinely helpful some people can be if you ask for their help nicely and respectfully.
Asking for help, exactly.
That's powerful. You have to ask for things to the universe, to God, to people. You have to ask for it, for people. Then there's one more thing that I have a very good friend, Ijaz. He taught me that if you are going into, for example, talk about business. If somebody wants to start a business, whatever it might be, if you're going to start a business, nobody in your family is in that business. None of your genuine friends are in that business. You don't know anything about that business, but you just go ahead and start it. You're definitely going to lose money on it. You have to have some experience ahead of you. The path. You have to talk to people who have been through that path, and those are the people that should be genuinely helpful to you. Or maybe they're running a YouTube channel, or maybe they're motivating millions of people. But you have to be willing to learn from people who have been there. And the world is now so small that you can learn from anyone. I mean, you're from France.
That is exactly.
I'm from Pakistan. We didn't know each other, but we are here talking to each other, and then there are people watching this video. So the world is now not so far apart as it was 10 years ago.
Yes, it's a small place now,
reach.
as you said.
It's a small place now. So
definitely,
don't be afraid to reach out to people.
And that is a powerful piece of advice, really, if I may underline, because it means that could be actually the first step. Find somebody who has done something that you are aspiring to and talk to that person. That could be a first concrete step. Because as you say, yes, sometimes you feel like kind of in your own bubble, you feel like in your own world, and you don't know anyone to reference to. So if that person is not physically around it, well, you just outlined it. It could be somewhere, you know, digitally. You can connect to anyone today. I mean, it's really possible, and we should all use these new possibilities.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So thank you so much for this lovely interview. Thank you.
It was really good to talk to you.